There's a shift happening in the business world. The hustle, the sell, the push isn't serving us. As business owners, we want real human connection. We want a partnership that means more than a handshake. We want to show up as ourselves and run a business that feels good. We want to go deeper to find solutions, and we dream of a better future for ourselves and our community. Join me as we explore a different approach to business, a more personal way to serve our clients, our team, and ourselves. This is the soul side of business. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Soul Side of Business. I'm Ashley with Imagine Images, and I'm your guide to finding a more personal approach to business. Today on the show, I'm sharing a conversation I had with social media marketer and speaker, Ashley Senk. Ashley has a passion for supporting and creating opportunities for small business owners, especially women entrepreneurs. Ashley is a very kind and genuine person, and whenever I get to talk to her, we always come away with a lot of positive and wonderful ideas. This episode is supported by 516 East in Appleton. 516 East is a wonderful place if you're looking to host a class, a workshop, or if you need a spot to record your podcast. It is available to rent. Very easy and wonderful location. Let's take a listen to this valuable conversation I had with Ashley.
In your business, how do you contribute to your clients' stories? How do you help them tell their stories?
I think for me, it is really coming in as a partner with somebody in their business and really getting to know their business intimately. And then just being there by their side to help guide them and to help support them and give them, the excitement behind what they're doing. I think marketing is a lot of like believing in yourself, and when you're partnering with entrepreneurs, it's making them believe in themselves, and telling them that their product is going to work and that their thing is going to be successful. And so that's really how I come in as a marketing partner with them and really guide them through their goals that way.
There definitely needs to be more of that. So how do you interact with your clients and learn how they say things so that when you post, it's in their voice, not your own?
I think when you get to know someone and their business, you learn a lot about how they interact with their clients, and really get to know their story. And like you, storytelling is such a big part of what I do too. So really getting to know them and then, how their business operates. And I think from those interactions, you can kind of get those senses, and together you just kind of work through it and figure out, what their different preferences are in their business.
That's really cool. That's a good skill to have on your end, to be able to meld and form how they want to show up as.
Yeah.
And support that.
Yeah, how they want to be perceived by the world. I think oftentimes we are really bad at telling other people what we do. We think we have this really clear vision, and when we get to telling people about it, our excitement and other things can get in the way of just being really clear about communicating what we do. So I think stripping that back and really figuring out, what they're trying to say and being able to put it together in that way is what people are looking for.
Is there something that's working really good for you in your business right now? What's working for you?
What's working for me? I think just being open to opportunity has always been something that's kind of worked for me along the way. Not, shying away from a door that opens for you. If a door opens, I walk right through it and take the opportunity that are given to me and really find ways to build relationships with the people that are also opening the doors for me. And I do the same for other people as well. If there's an opportunity that I think would be really awesome for someone, I open that door for them and figure out how I can help them in their business too.
That's really good. Sometimes it's hard to be open.
Yeah, yeah. I think as you go along, be more and more open, and as I'm an introvert, so being open to things, sometimes I'm like, that sounds really scary. But I think it's just, being open, being accepting of that things aren't always going to be comfortable. and being able to just do it anyway and find that energy and motivation behind sharing what you do with other people and being able to accept opportunities.
That's great. That's a good skill and leads to success, I think. Like, successful people are willing to try new things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. Wonderful. And I worded this question specifically solution-based. So, like, if you could wave a magic wand and if you could solve a problem or a challenge that you have in your business, what would that be?
I think not only for me, but I think in general, I think women entrepreneurs have such a different time than a lot of other people. So to me, it's still like providing opportunities for female entrepreneurs and finding spaces to help other female entrepreneurs grow, because I think there's still such a roadblock for women entrepreneurs being the primary caregivers, whether that be for elderly parents or whether that be for kids, and finding childcare. I think there's so many barriers that women have to face in business still today, and I think that would be a problem, and that I would love to help and be part of the solution too.
That's great. And I think it takes, on this level here, is where it starts.
Yeah.
Right? Where you give people voices and you help them show up. And I think you're doing it. You're doing it.
Yeah, I think there are so many great resources out there still, but not enough. I think there's still room for creating opportunities for women and finding ways to support them on this journey, because it's definitely not easy.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that was really good. Have you ever gotten a piece of advice that really changed the way you thought of yourself or your business, that really was like a game changer to you?
Yeah. So there's this female business owner that I look up to. Her name is Abby Ashley. And her big saying is action over perfection. And I really live by that in all that I do, because I think I myself am such a perfectionist, and that I need that constant reminder that, you know, keep taking action even though it's not perfect, and keep making those changes. Like, just because you put something out now does not mean that you can't go back and change it and make improvements along the way. So I think that's been a big guiding light for me.
That's a really good piece of advice, because I think it stops a lot of people. It stops them like dead in their tracks, because the fear, I would imagine.
Yeah. I think for me too, like, I waited so long to start a business because I thought I had to have everything in place. I thought I had to have, you know, all the pieces that need to be started before you can start a business. And I think that is a big reason why that is such a meaningful statement to me, because I waited for everything to be kind of perfect. And you can start and you can help people and you can make an impact now. You don't have to wait until everything is in a nice little tightly wrapped box.
Right, you can start now.
Yeah.
I appreciate Ashley so much and her time that she spent with me. There are a lot of good things that came out of this conversation. One of the takeaways is be clear and concise so that others understand what it is that you do. Another takeaway is be open to opportunities, even if it's a little uncomfortable. You never know where they may lead. And the best nugget that I got from this conversation is action over perfection. You can always make changes and improvements along the way. You are able to start right now. Thank you so much for listening. If you're interested in getting in touch with Ashley Senk, I'm sure she'd love to talk to you. Her information is all below. If you need help telling your story, my information is below. We offer a lot of video production and brand photos to help you tell your story. Thank you, and we'll see you next time on the Soul Side of Business.